Fields of Mistria is quite a fun game, and the reason it has come back to the channel is that I have a fun idea for Valentine's Day, aka today. What if I took the time to flirt with literally every romance NPC as optimally as possible? Before I get too deep into this, disclaimer, my tongue hurts, so this might be a little challenging to tell you everything. But let's get into it. This story begins outside of the game, with me doing research across the board of what I'm even meant to be doing in order to accomplish this. So, yeah, here we are. Hearts in this game, like in Stardew Valley, determine how close you are with an NPC. Though in Mistria, only the NPCs that can be romanced have heart icons, as opposed to Stardew where everyone has hearts. And of course, you have to interact with the NPCs to build up all of their hearts, which means any research led to learning exactly how much each heart requires me to interact with someone. And there are two ways of interaction: talking and gifting, both of which offer a certain amount of heart points. Speaking of which, heart points are the stat that you need to be aware of if you want to do this as well. There are only two ways to increase them according to my research, which is by yapping and gifting. I'll get more into the exact point totals later and how this all actually works. But for now, let's check on past Kiwi and her research before we move on to actually playing the game. Selena's super easy, and in fact, her loved gifts, she has the Snowdrop Anemone and the Temple Flower. And then also hydrangeas, which are all really, really useful. Okay, so roses are fairly easy to come across in the summer. They grow up at Adeline's mansion and everything. And I'm sorry if you're hearing like some little clicks at the moment. I have a mechanical pencil on me that I've been using to jot down things. Like I'm literally taking physical notes in the real world as I go about doing this. One of them was just like a straight up flat flirting guide so that I can always remember how many points I am away from a specific thing. Don't worry about that. That's really technical. That's really, really silly. But Celine is super easy because, hydrangeas are super easy to come by in summer as well. Both hydrangeas and roses are super easy to come by in summer. And so I can stockpile those specifically for Celine really easily, and she's covered. Like, so well covered that I believe I would run out of hydrangeas and roses in the next summer, like in the following summer from when I get them. So until then, I rely on like snowdrop anemones. And once I can get a temple flower, I can try and get the seed for it and effectively have a permanent temple flower. And if I plant them each on different days, then I can always just pick one and go take it to Celine. And then boom, she's covered. I don't have to worry about her ever again once I get a hold of those. That was my notification going off. Ayland, you're the last one for me to figure out. And then I had this footage to look back on as I'm playing. So it's great. Golden cheesecake, golden cookies, a Mont Blanc. What? What is this nonsense? Nah, he is too expensive. He's too expensive. He's gonna be my slow one for sure. He is absolutely gonna be my slow one for sure. That's a problem. Okay, so he's gonna be one of my slow ones because I'm not putting up with how difficult his loved gifts are. His light gifts aren't doing me any favors either. It's not great. Oh my gosh. Hmm. Yeah, Twink is challenge. Twink is a challenge. Okay. So this is what the team has agreed upon to make this a bit more interesting. We're gonna put my birthday at the very end of the year because it gives us a good benchmark of everyone I've gotten to the point of birthday gifts. Now let's try and create an Aphrodite. Welcome, Aphrodite. Let's get going, shall we? The first day is really important, so I immediately walked into getting each thing started and skipped every cutscene to save myself the headache of time. My first thought was then to leave the farm, away from town specifically, and gather some forageables. Wonderfully, I went to the beach and in a dive spot, I actually found some glass, which is quite helpful this early considering that Reese has a light gift in glass and, stone and wood, as mentioned previously. You normally can't get any form of a light gift for Reese until day 2 when you unlock the axe and pickaxe. Also, as you see, I decided to throw away my sword. Not sell it. Throw it away. I am a tragic figure. I messed up a decent few things on the first day, but because I didn't want to start over with character creation and having to skip all the cutscenes multiple times, I just suffered through not having a sword for so long. After that, I actually continued to suffer because I completely forgot about all of that mapping out Mistria stuff that I did. I have some gifts in mind, but I don't remember all of them all the time. I forgot everybody's gifts, but I did manage to find a middle mist for Adeline and enough flowers and general forageables to cover everybody a decent amount. And then I also gave Reina my vegetable soup, which seemed like a good idea at the time, and I later found out was actually a huge mistake. Valen, yet another romance NPC, has the vegetable soup as a loved gift, and Adeline has it as a liked one. So despite being the foodie, those two benefit more from the vegetable soup you get at the beginning of the game than anybody else. AKA, just give it to Valen because, And it was doubly pointless, as earlier in the day I actually popped 2 daffodils, which are a light gift for Reina, so it was all sorts of a problem, because rather than getting 20 points for that vegetable soup on somebody, I got 3. Which that is a lot of what this entire thing is figuring out, like, how many points does it take to get all the way to dating somebody. So it was actually still a little bit lucky on my part to acquire that glass from the dive location and quickly climb and rapport with Reese, as Reese is probably one of the easier ones. There, I think, are like a couple of super easy people that you're going to have the simplest time keeping in good graces. The only 2 I can immediately think of that edge out Reese in ease of early game rapport building are Adeline and Celine. Mostly because Adeline's are pretty spring focused. A lot of her gifts are really easy to get in the spring or really easy to build up within spring, so it's not a big deal to have Adeline's gifts on hand pretty early in the whole sequence. And then Celine just likes most of the flowers in the game. You can pretty comfortably chill with Celine regardless of what time of year it is. Of course, spring is by far her biggest section because you can get so many liked and loved gifts for her across the board. Like, by far, she's the easiest one to flirt with. I know how that sounds. I'm basically saying that most of the bachelorettes are easy. But rest assured, I say it with love because I don't want to have to optimize everybody. To close off the day, I actually ended up having to make a mad dash through the majority of the rest of the introductions because, after flirting with everybody and farming, I don't really have much else to do. So I quickly ran through all of the rest of the introductions, and given that I only missed 2, I think I did pretty good across the board. So, yeah. And hey, if you're enjoying the video, why not leave a like and consider subscribing? I do stupid stuff like this from time to time, and I quite enjoy just chilling and doing some cozy gameplay. From here, I decided not to record every single little detail because that would overwhelm me during the editing process, and in fact has. And that means for the rest of this, we only get little glimpses of what I was up to. But, you know, it's still good. It's still good. And also, you only get a glimpse of me finally realizing that, oh hey, berries are a good neutral gift, but that's later. Unfortunately, as well with the idea of not being overwhelmed, past Kiwi did not want to waste her time watching every single heart event from beginning to end, all of the first ones at least, because I don't think I've seen all of them for everybody, just for like one character. But regardless, like, I only let ones play that I hadn't shown on video for. All except for... Hang on. Hot goth girl. Let's do junipers. Wait, I've already done this one. Yeah, I've already done this one. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, back to the list. Yeah, I didn't think about Juniper until doing that very clip. The main notes in order of actual occurrence within the timeline are the 2 moments of acquiring the axe and pickaxe, and the second day ending in full with Kaldaris awakening to yap at you about the perk system. I completely forgot that you also don't unlock the perk system until then. But anyway, with the XP system unlocked, I can now start getting useful perks, which is what I set out for immediately. My main trait for this playthrough is going to be cooking. Earlier, with all of my mapping out, you may have noticed me mentioning that cooking. Sorry. You may have noticed me mention that cooking is going to be very strong, and this tree or tablet or whatever of perks is why. At level 15, you gain the ability to unlock a perk called Likeable Infusion, which does exactly what you're thinking. It makes any dish you make have the potential to become infused with the liked gift property, essentially, meaning that it is a universally liked or loved gift. Well, loved is a different thing, because that one actually comes in at level 45, and that means that you gain between 7 and 17. You gain either 7 or 17, depending on which infusion perk you've acquired from cooking, as long as you have the perk. And you have it enabled because they actually allow you to disable and enable certain perks. And I bet that Likeable Infusion and Lovable Infusion are on that list. Regardless, having those is very useful because something like a low-cost cooking dish means that you can roll that Likeable and Lovable Infusion several times in a very short span of time. For instance, the trail mix, or even cabbage slaw, which cabbage slaw is a loved gift for Reina. So that's really useful, because if you can get it a Likeable Infusion or a Lovable Infusion, that pretty comfortably makes cabbage slaw a really strong thing to constantly be cooking. Unfortunately, cabbages are spring only, as are fennel as a forageable, so you're really limited on that until you get like a greenhouse or something, which I'm sure does exist. I still haven't unlocked it on any of my playthroughs. I don't remember its existence. And of course, leveling cooking takes a very long time, so most days actually follow the same formula of water plants, gift and chat to everybody, gather forageables, head back home. That is up until the mines could be opened. Once they were openable, I did that immediately. Oh, thanks, Errol. Wait. Wait, I need this to be in the video. Did he just... barrel down the door with his bare hands. With the mines open before week 2 was fully finished, I had a brand new formula to follow, which is basically identical except after forageable collecting, I would then go on to re-rolling the first floor of the mines. For those unaware, this first floor and every single floor reset upon exiting the mines, and on this floor, there are 3 possible copper or / ruby node spawns at the very top of the area. Since it is so easy to check this, because the first floor is so small, it becomes a major money-making and problem-solving device for the rest of the run. Age roll does have a decently high chance to offer literally nothing in those spaces, but with the fact that you can reset so quickly and easily and check so fast, it's not an issue for it to roll nothing 7 times in a row, because you know by the 8th time, chances are you're going to get like a ruby node next to 2 copper nodes or something crazy like that. From this point onward, I spent time gathering the money to build a barn. I built it and then kept going until I had seen every single heart event. Okay, I think that was food. I think... Hi. Yep, here we are. That's the first heart event. Okay, new day. I'm like 90% sure I'm sick, by the way. That's probably what the previous clip had in it. But new day. I am officially doing Reese's heart event. I think I'm gonna do everybody's. Everybody's who I haven't seen already. So let's see how the first heart event is for Reese, which for some reason starts with Lantern. I don't understand any of this. Oh, and Celine is actually just crossed over to her second heart as well. So I'll be recording that one too. Oh, 150 tests. Reese will be delighted. Could I go get him while Landon watches the shop? He's on his break. Sure. Find him south of the shop by the old cottage ruins, aka just a bit south. Down here. Ooh, another fennel. I'll have to get that fennel as well. Message delivery. I did fulfill the request. What mission is that? Honestly, seriously, this is actually kind of a pretty spot. In real life, this would be an actually gorgeous location to just chill. I am sad that in the States, we don't really have structures that are like broken down like this, like stone structures that are broken down like this, and then just like near a portion of the river with like water balls and whatever. It sucks. The States suck, guys. In more ways than one, but let's not worry about that fact right now. And now I'm pissed for the birds. God damn it. I want the birds back. I like birds. I wish I could run an aviary in a game. I don't think there's any games that let you run an aviary. But it'd be so nice too. Like, well, to be fair, most animals are capable of escaping an earthquake. The sad part is that the birdhouse got crumbled. You should. You really should set up a new birdhouse for them. Come to think of it, I kind of want to make more birdhouses now. Yeah, let's not worry about that. The birds can help. I mean, not help. The birds can use your help. I know what I'm saying. Shut up. I will absolutely help you make a birdhouse, Reese. I will absolutely help. because I like birds. Hello, Celine. Yes, this is about Yoletta. You are so glad. Alright, what am I looking at? Errol gave you a book. It's called the Codex Mistria, and it's very old. No one's been able to translate it. Cool. You'll be able to translate it later. But it's... sorry. I'm pretty sure she learns how to translate it later in the story. Anyways, as well as illustrations of Mistria's ancient lore, I'm especially interested in flowers. Of course you would be. You are a flower girl. Yes, there are tons of flowers. I know, clearly I haven't seen it. The other thing is, I remember seeing this very flower when I was a kid. Out near the cottage ruins east of town. Yeah, let's go looking out. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go looking for this seed around here. Alright. Okay. Hey, look, a seed. It could be. There's only one way to find out. Nice. So basically, this entire relationship is going to revolve around a singular seed. I just got free peat and sod, and I don't want either of these things. First hard event. My checkup. Oh wait, no, I've seen this one. Right here. Let's let Hayden briefly be the most obnoxious person. I'm kidding, he's not obnoxious at all, but let's let Hayden be a terrible patient. Oh my goodness. I am quite tired. Hayden, you're fine. I'm sure Henrietta would be thrilled to be throwing your funeral. Chickens are menaces. Anyway. Pull a barrel. I ain't sick. Look, Aphrodite. Just grab the barrel. I would Gucci. I'm real curious what it is. Witchcraft. That's mostly what everyone in this town does, is witchcraft of some kind. Great. Oh, bye, Hayden. I am so tired. I am curious about the powder in the basement. No. Okay, bye, Valid. Okay. Taste tester time. Let's see how Ray does plays. Which, yeah, you know, you can get her to our first heard of it within the first couple of weeks. I thought it would take longer. I'm not even kidding. Anyways, what good timing. Have a seat. I think the dish should have just enough time to cool. Awesome. I'm eating a hot dish. That is a pie. Sure. I just got the stamina back that I just used. What'd you think? Did not hit the spot. I am torn between praising her for no reason and just being like, I'm not sure. Can I have another slice? I have to get the other slice. Yes. Am I about to get a wild berry pie? Oh, Adeline has something in the works that might help spread Mistrian cooking all over the country. I'll talk to her. I got you. Oh, there she is. Oh, it appears we've been accepted. Wait, what? No, I'm not a panel of judges. I'm a singular judge. Oh, she knew you'd get accepted, but it could mean big things for all of us. See, Adeline is so supportive. Y'all can see why I flirted with her in my normal series to start with. She's very supportive of everybody. And also an actually good mayor who's doing her damn job. She is actually taking care of her town, unlike a particular mayor that I will not discuss because no one cares right now. If you're watching a Mistria video, I'm sure you have the same kind of feelings about Lewis. Anyways, lots of work, new dishes to test and perfect. And that's with keeping on top of running the inn's kitchen to boot. I can help you run the kitchen. Yeah, I'm happy to test any new dishes. That's often a problem when you're cooking all the time, is you don't really understand if other people are enjoying the food because you're like, I tasted this 13 different times and it tastes the same no matter what I do. And of course, Adeline is just like, yeah, you rely on us. Not that I think you'll have any trouble. Yeah, honestly, she probably wouldn't. She's the foodie. I know that. Yes. Give me the pie. Give me the pie. Yes. Okay. Now, some people might say, it's worth $3.20. Go sell it. But I am here to tell you, I believe Wildberry Pie is on the list of another character. Dull, dark, and mysterious, eh? Let's get going. Oh. I'm sorry, Nora, that you think this is charity. He's just driving his cart around. Oh, I see. Do love our talks, but you'll have to excuse me. I've got business to attend to with Aphrodite. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I picked such a funny name. Honestly, with this one. Aphrodite is such a funny name for this. Thanks for waiting. Sorry to put you in the position of being my out. Your prices don't seem that low to me. I mean, I can get a lot of flour. Yeah, I can take the boxes into the general store, that's fine. He confuses me. I don't mind doing stuff for him, but he confuses me. Two, three, four. Seven, eight. Oh, okay. Odd EB Aphrodite. What's the most peculiar thing? Yeah, normally. But if you're smart at what you do, you don't jack your prices up just because of the travel cost. You bump them up a little bit and leave it at that. You know. He could be. I honestly would not care. You're probably overthinking it, yes. But also, I would not put it past Valor to be a highwayman. So I'm just gonna say, Nora, you're probably overthinking it, but that's okay. Don't ask the question. That's right. We don't need to know. There is no reason. There is no reason to know. Let's go do his heart event. Because I feel bad. And go get his gift. Alright, what's your first heart event? I didn't think you'd actually show. Well, you were very demanding and I didn't want to, but here I am. I hear you've been making yourself useful around town. Shut up. Everybody only has good things to say about you. So I guess this is where you apologize for your bad attitude? Not a chance. Okay, never mind. Fuck you, that's right. You both know what's actually going on here. What? You come out here, no money, no experience, and think you can just fake your way through running a farm? My guy, I'm doing pretty decently. I mean, I definitely messed up a little bit, but like, after I figured out my bearings, I'm good, I'm covered. You who won the first place blacksmithing trophy 3 years running. They don't, you're just a jerk. It's all fun and games, yeah, but the second things actually get tough, I'm sure you're going to ditch Mistria and its problems. Jealousy is an ugly thing, March. You think you can hack it for the long haul? Here. If you fail, you can't blame it on a lack of help from me. Who knows, maybe you'll surprise me. I'll be keeping an eye on you. See you around, Aphrodite. Thanks for the free ho. Sorry. It was so mean. He gave me... Alright, you know what? Maybe I was a little bit harsh on him. Alright, what's up, Bayland? Welcome. Come on, it's this way. What's this way? Oh, this magnificent, isn't it? It's very old, certainly older than the town around it. You can find steels like this all over the country. Although ours is in particularly good shape. What's a steel? An ancient monument. They were put up for all sorts of reasons. Memorials to mark boundaries or to commemorate great events. I figured it was a monument, but why are you calling it a steel? Like, just call it a monument. Especially if they're up for, like, memorials, boundaries, or commemorating great events. Don't call them steels, call them monuments and memorials. Like, whatever. A legendary set of armor worn by someone called the Dragon Sworn. Quite unique. Okay. Was a nearly mythical being who aided the dragons in the ancient days of the world. Could you imagine? Sorry. Is this the first time I'm learning that the character you're playing as in Fields of Mistria is technically a dragon sworn? Yeah, you know what's. Do you think there's a way out? Oh, okay. Okay, okay. What are the clues? Don't mind the statue just suddenly changing. I just got free armor out of this. Oh, okay. No, I want it. No give. No give. No. I wanna wear the greaves. That's just rude. But here we are. The final part event. Valen and Reese are here. Hayden is the man of the hour. Yes, I have arrived. Let's do this. Glad to have you join us. Brought along a veggie plate with homemade dip. I think you'll like it. You'll quite like it. Sorry. Yeah, I mean... suppose I could. And I brought my favorite board game. Well-constructed slides and structurally sound ladders. It's more fun than it sounds, I swear. What's more fun than good construction? I'll take your word on it. Honestly, I'll just take your word on it. Don't worry, Aphrodite, after a round or two, you'll be carpenting like a pro. Fun fact of the day, I have a carpentry playthrough that I'm just playing for fun, so... yeah. I was just about to pop some corn and then we can dive in. Awesome, let's get to it. Oh, hey March. Alright, whatever. Just glad you can make it. Wait. Wait, he's the last one of the group, and so far these are 3 other romance options. What? Plenty of other places to sit, March. That's not the fine. That's right. Oh, bye, Henrietta. Yep, she stormed off. Maybe she's just used to having she. This is true. Birds can be territorial, and now I know why Reese knows it. Okay. I haven't flirted with Hayden, or really anybody outside of, I think, Juniper and Adeline, and also Keldaris. Don't ask. But this is cool. Birds can be territorial sometimes. That makes sense. I understand. And also, he's right. Birds can be territorial. Let's give her some time to cool down and get this party started. I'll bring her out a bowl of popcorn when it's ready. That's fair. Honestly, that's fair. And with Hayden's heart event to close this out, and I do mean everybody's first heart event, by the way, I have to say, this is quite a fun time, and I can't wait to do this next year with a lot more prep time. I am going into next year with so much more prep time and knowledge than this video shows, so hopefully next year it's beyond amazing. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!